Thanks for joining in to have a listen. This is about leadership and about engagement, internal motivation of people in your business for their own inspiration to be engaged into what they're doing with you, for you, and for themselves. So how engagement will bring a person to put in their own effort is what's going to change the efficiencies, the engagements, the outcomes of a business faster than just about anything else. And you know how true that is when you look at the companies, the IBMs, the Apples, the Motorola's, all the other big name companies that dominate their areas of influence in their business. A lot of what they're doing is due to their people engagement. Their people are putting in efforts, they're putting in ideas, and they're wanting to move the business together because it not only moves the business, but it moves them forward as well. Now, I spoke about millennials, and let's call it people between, 25, 43, that type of demographic, and they are looking for other things. They are looking for more than just money. They're looking for development of themselves and the buy-in into the business and being able to be sharing in part of what the business does because it represents who they are. And they feel part of what's happening. And I know you know how important that is. So when you attend a motivational speech, how long does the motivation last? I mean, quite often I've been to these in the past and I've found that I'm back in the office and running the business and I haven't even thought about the motivational speech or what I've been involved with. And then, a few days goes by and I don't really remember much of it at all unless I've taken notes and I can go back to the notes. I get busy, and this is what is happening with people in our businesses, our workers, our colleagues, our teammates, our family business. That's what's happening with them, that we're not spending time with them, we're not putting effort in, we're not actually engaging with them. And quite frankly, a lot of companies do not really know how to engage with their people. They also may not realise how valuable it is to engage with a person and what's that going to mean to the profits of the business. If everyone was aware of how important this is, then there would be more time and a little bit of investment into this area, much more than what's happening right now. In most companies that I've met, this isn't clear. There's not a clear pathway how to engage with the people to form a true family team. So we do have this process available, and it's not rocket science, but it requires knowing how to do it and then doing it. People do become motivated by what a leader does, but it's more of influence, and it's more about seeing how someone behaves, seeing what someone says as a leader, and the engagement with the person at a personal level. Let's say in a business, because we're all people, we all have similar problems going on at home. The mindset of someone that thinks of the other person as more valuable than themselves is someone that's a little bit humble. And when it works the opposite way between worker and leader and worker, and both are looking at each other in that manner, what's that going to mean to a business? Well, it's going to mean there's going to be congruency, there's going to be equality, there's going to be a valued person there that knows they're important, knows that what they're doing is highly important and valued by the business, by the leaders. For me and for any leader that thinks that external motivation of your people is what a leader is placed there to be is quite incorrect. It's really not going to be the thing that gets your business and your people motivated. External motivation is really from outside. So how can someone move forward when they're just listening to someone to get motivated for themselves? Or, what if that person is not available, not around for a week? What's going to happen to the person that's looking at someone else to motivate them? Well, they're going to become less engaged. They're going to become less efficient. They're going to go off into their own mind thoughts, which are not probably very positive. So what do we do to motivate someone? Well, we don't motivate them ourselves. We actually engage with them through questioning, effective questioning, through listening, and through understanding who they are. That we will help them through listening and understanding who they are and what being in the business means to them. So we will look at them as a person, as a valued part of the business, and in doing so and following a bit of a structure that everyone follows, makes their own, turns it into a vehicle which can engage and motivate and internally inspire someone to want to put their own effort in, is going to change them significantly. And tomorrow when they wake up, imagine someone wakes up and says, I actually like going to work. I really like going to work. Yeah, this is good. My mates are there. We're all doing this together. We're heading in the same direction. We all understand what the purpose of the business is. And I'm an important part of that. And being able to measure how someone's going is an effective tool, not only to engage them as a talking point or a conversational point, but also in a measuring sense that if someone was to be promoted or someone was to be put into an incentive program, or you share part of the profits with the people, how are you going to do that equally? We have something called Jess, and Jess is a very, very simple tool, but a very powerful tool. It's a place to be able to engage a person and to connect with them. And when we utilise questions and the right approach to talking with someone, it becomes theirs as well. So it's a two-way street. We have a hierarchical positional chart of the business, which is CEO, 2IC, whoever, and then we've got the marketing, we've got the sales operations, we've got the admins, we've got the finances, and we've got all the drop-downs in those areas. Now that's just hierarchical positioning. Whether you're the CEO or the cleaner, we're equality and we're equality. We're equal in the business. We're useful in the business. We're needed in the business in all our different roles. But when it comes to people, they need to understand, and they want to understand, that what they're doing is valuable as the CEO. Because without the other people, there is no business. And when we see inequality between people, we see engagement, we see motivation coming through. It's that simple. So what do you need to do to get your business going to the next level? Well, there's a number of things, obviously, in our strategies, our structures, the positioning of the people in the business. All those areas need to be put into play. But if people are wanting to help, you'll be surprised at some of the input your team can actually put in. They may be a quiet component at the moment, but once they're engaged, once they're valued, their input can come from the side, which you may never have thought about. And it's valuable to them, it's valuable to you. And utilising your team for brainstorming exercises, engagement, even putting them into the place of creating your visions and your missions, the purpose of the business. Use their words, use their time a little bit into these areas so that they're seeing the business as their own. When they can see that they're going to get what they want in their life by helping the business getting what it needs in its life, then together the two are combined and it becomes a unit. And in that unit, you're all rowing the boat in the same direction, you're all going the same speed. What's that going to mean to management? Well, it's going to mean less time management of people because they're becoming leaders in their own skills area. I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. Reach out if you want some information sent to you or want to have a chat. But just have a look into this area. Spend some time. I suggest to spend some time into learning more about the leadership of your people and how to engage and how to keep them engaged simply and on a continuing basis. Without effort, continued effort, this does not work. And, once we realise how much this means to the business, then our level of engagement and our priority system will change. Our value system will change. When we value the valuation of the people and engagement of the people, then our time spent in that area will change, and it'll have an outcome, an amazing outcome that you may not have seen before. I hope that helps, and talk with you again. Cheers.